you are from Nigeria, isn't
Yes,
it? And you are here for what?
Business.
Guinea Pacho.
Thank you, my guy. It means you are here to make money and go. So me, I'm here to make money and
stay.
maintain my life here.
It is easier for them to sell out a Nigerian for selling drug for Sikatola to go to his house than to point out a South African that is selling drug for Sikatola to go to his house.
Welcome to ZFG Podcast. We love you.
Now, imagine for a kid that doesn't know much about other countries, seeing a person from the other country doing the wrong thing in my country.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna start creating a word that they call xenophobia.
In that case, they then land. If I go there now and I want a land, okay, like
Yeah.
they gave you problem from getting that land.
Yeah.
But me now, I got money. I want to go there. Who am I going to pay that money to?
You're gonna have a guy.
Who am I going to pay? Who's going to be the end receiver of that money? Is it a foreigner or South African?
No, it's South African obvious.
Thank you very much.
The corrupt. I'll tell you, my brother, it's not only people from Nigeria who are selling drugs in South Africa.
A lot of even whites,
Congo.
Why is that stigma on Nigerian? Like, why is it that when you see an average Nigerian, you judge him with doing drugs and stuff?
Yeah,
When there are other people who do it.
Now, Johannesburg is the urban city. It's hard to create something here. Even
the structure is already there.
the nature doesn't allow us to create anything.
The time they were killing each other, there is a South African child around that premises that witnessed that killing of a teen, right? Do you know that child will have that trauma till he grow old? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now knowing that a foreigner is the one who do that in my country.
Hello, amazing people. Unjani, Samgonani. Welcome back to one of the amazing podcasts in Africa, ZFG. I'm still your guy, J Prince, and you know always I'm with my brothers.
King Sammy in the building.
V for viral, V for victory, you already know.
Yo.
Yes, welcome back. And of course, we do have a guest in our midst. But before I introduce our guest to you, if you're just tuning in, if you're just joining us for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, like, comment. Let's see your comment, and of course, share the news to the world. So yes, we have a guest in our midst. He's a very amazing man. At my first encounter with him, I really felt so amazed. Like, he's an amazing man, a philanthropist, a dancer, a dance teacher, and a lot of things in one man. Of course, he will tell you more about himself just shortly. And I'm talking about no other than Sibusiso Masisi.
Away, everybody.
Yeah.
Munani.
Yeah. Welcome to ZFG. Can you, in like a minute or two, just introduce yourself to the people?
Sanbonani. My name is Sibusiso Meyiwa. I was born in KZN. Reside to Johannesburg in 99. Yes, it was 99. Yeah, that's when I moved to stay in Johannesburg, to the urban city. Yeah, and I'm currently a director of an organization called Step and Change, where we believe in changing people's life, where we teach kids how to play instruments, how to speak, we teach kids how to manners, how to speak to elders, how to treat the same group age as yours, and we also teach them a lot of things. I can count up to the night, man. There's a lot that we teach.
Okay, like just every kids or like.
Oh, at the moment, my brother, we have this kind of kids in our country. Actually, all over the world, they are called special kids, where they mentally slow. So if they mentally slow, it means they can do better with their hands. So that's where I come in. That's where my organization called Step and Change come and stay and step in to change their lives.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, man.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. So yes, as you guys can hear, that's so amazing. And then how do people probably reach out to you, and does it cost for what you do? Does it cost people to like bring their kids or the
Oh no!
kids
At
that-
the moment, actually, we what we're doing is we're sharing a skill with the kids. Actually, we don't get paid from anyone. We're not asking anyone to give us money.
Wow.
But we're asking people who are icons to come and join
Support.
us to come and motivate the kids, while we also motivate them with our music, with our teaching of music.
Yeah.
Where we teach them indigenous instruments. Because as Africans, we could only play indigenous instrument. We've got our own instrument. Without that, doesn't need electricity. So that's the kind of
correct.
instrument that we teach kids.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because if you go from a north to south, east to west of Africa, we all have same instruments. That doesn't need mics. That doesn't need any electricity to plug in,
No
so
mixer.
that it can sound much louder. We have our own indigenous instrument. So those ones are the ones that we take and we buy them, or we ask for sponsorship from. We work with people from Grahamstown that always help us with a marimba.
Okay, yeah. So thank you very much, Masisi. I'm sure we would put your details, your handles, and stuff on how people would reach you.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
about
Yeah.
the organization. We'll post about it so people
Thank you
can
so much,
reach
man.
out if they need you.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome back. Let's get into the topic proper today. So today's topic is tension of foreigners in South Africa. Yes. Tension of foreigners in South Africa. We're gonna shed light into perceptions and stuff that has to do with foreigners and in South Africa, and how some people picture foreigners in South Africa, how they feel it affects the country negatively or positively. We'll glance into it as we go more into the topic, and don't forget to watch till the end so you can have more insight on what to comment about. Yes, so I'll start with our guest today to tell us, share his own opinion on the topic. Mr. Masisi,
Hola.
over to you.
Hola. My brother, for me, I'll say I don't see any problem with foreigners in our country. But it depends with what kind of people are here for. It's always good to share cultures. It's always good to share education and all the things that we can share as Africans. But crime, we're not sharing crime. Crime is not something to be shared. Now it becomes a problem when we have some of the foreigners coming into and involved in crime. Now we must start to open our eyes actually as Africans, because it's not every foreigner they're here for crime. Some what mostly we should understand is that we have most a good education. Am I lying, brothers?
Yes, you are right.
I believe we have one of the best college and
Education.
Education system, yeah,
education
and
system.
it's been qualified very well abroad.
And exactly.
Than Nigeria.
Now we have kids who are coming from other countries from Africa coming to school in South Africa. Now we cannot mix those people who are here for school and people who are here for crime. And of course you cannot see a person by the look that this person is here for what and this person is here for what. It's like when we have kids at home. Now I'll make this example. Kids I'll say 5 kids or 10 kids. 5 kids are from same house. Five kids are from a distant relative. Now they come in and live in one house. As soon as something get lost in the house, who's gonna think who took it? Because now we have 5 kids who are staying in this house, and now we have other 5 kids who came to visit our house. It's gonna be easy for us to say it's the visitors.
Yes. It's easier for you to exonerate your own kids And then blame
Exactly.
the other kids. Yeah.
So I believe I also see most of the crimes. I'll be honest, my brother. I've seen a lot of people from outside doing crime in South Africa, but they're not alone. For them to have strength of committing whatever they want to do, they're with the South African. I'll be honest with you, my brother. What in whatever they do, they're with the South African. You'll find that there's a South African there who's making things much easier for
them
people,
to do it.
for them to do it. You know, even I've seen it in other locations where some Nigerian guy was I don't know what he was selling, but he was selling something illegal, substances, some kind of. Now, when police come, our guys from the location will come and go speak to the police, and of course, what are they creating? A good relationship of bribery.
Yeah.
You know,
and aiding and abetting a criminal.
exactly. They're supposed to, and at that time, now remember the drugs creates an evilness in a human being. Now that person is selling for his own benefit. A South African is buying, and a South African is making easy for a Nigerian person or Ghanaian person because of it's not. I'll tell you, my brother, it's not only people from Nigeria who are selling drugs in South Africa.
A lot of even whites,
Congo. I've got a lot of brothers in Congo. I've traveled, guys. I'm not talking in my own a view
How
of
many countries
thinking.
have you traveled to?
My man, I've traveled almost 40 something countries in the world. Yes, my brother. In Africa, I've been.
I saw
You should be awarded a BSc traveling in bracket Hans.
I saw his
Yes, my
passport. There is no space in it.
Yes. I was showing my brother my passport. I was even showing him visas of Nigeria.
From
I've been to
Nigeria.
Nigeria 5 times,
Wow.
Wow.
coming in and out.
All of
That's
them,
education, man.
That's a big.
I think I'm sorry, I underqualified you. You should be given an MSc, traveling and tourism.
Yes, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good to travel, guys, because you start to understand. In Soweto, they call every African guy from outside Nigerian, especially if you speak louder. They say, this one is a Nigerian. They can't identify which one is from Nigeria, which one is from Ghana, which one is from Congo. So now, you must spend time with our visitors, guys. In order to be able to have your own words and your own
Perspective.
that you see them as, because not all of our foreigner people that are here in South Africa are here for crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
you
I
need to-
hear,
you need
I
to
hear,
get- okay.
I hear there's something going on now in Soweto that they are demolishing house for shops for foreigners.
For foreigners.
Yeah, is that
yeah, that's true, my brother. You know that's very sad, because I'll go back in 1999. We used to have our own shops in Soweto, where maybe a family from Kize is the same name because of that's how we identify ourselves as Africans.
yeah.
A family from Kize is having a big spaza shop.
Yeah.
So now, when time goes by, remember when you don't have money, you work hard and you wake up very early, open the shop early, very early.
Yes.
Now when the time comes, most of the South Africans, they started to open shop at 9. Imagine I'm sick. I just need a grandpa at 6 o'clock. Now you know what the foreigner people did? The Pakistan, they come and open very early. Now the disadvantage of them in their business is they start selling fake stuff
Yes, an expired product,
and expired products,
which is very wrong.
my guy.
RIP to those kids. It's very wrong. Like, do you know some kids die
Can you imagine?
from eating expired biscuits? Bro, I will burn down that place. Yo, my child eats
My guy,
expired biscuits.
we have. I saw almost like 5 to 6 videos on they circulating on the internet, where one of kid from, actually where I'm staying is not far from where the incident happened.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, it's like I'm from Deni and it's Naledi, so it's my neighborhood site where the incident took place. So the kid was vomiting like actual blood.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, my brother, from the cakes that they bought from the Indian. And now I also within those times of where I see video where I saw those videos, I also saw videos of police closing. Actually, they busted a huge marketplace where they make this fake things, fake stuff.
Yeah, I also saw that, bro.
That's very
You
good.
understand?
Yeah, I also saw that.
You also saw
Like they do like biscuits, like a normal biscuits, but it's not the
the actual product.
actual product inside.
Yes.
That's scary, bro.
And they actually have, I don't know how do they make the containers. They actually have original containers. It's just that maybe the company it's only a few things that are not the same from the original packaging and the fake packaging. Now kids, remember these people, they came and opened their shops very early. Now they actually making our lives much easier, but in a very bad way.
Wait.
So now you can imagine if in my house I don't buy a bread that's very cheap but I sell it to someone else.
Okay, so can I ask you a question? What now happened to those South African shops? What happened to them?
Actually, my brother, our tax is killing us very much, my brothers. I'll be honest with you. You know, if you don't comply with our laws of tax,
SARS.
yeah, of SARS, they're gonna close your shop.
Yeah.
Definitely, and you're gonna owe them. So now, most of the people, they started not making much, and also the increase of prices. It started to go the actually not the actual prices, the petrol. It started to
price.
go up. Yes.
And once it goes up,
It started to
commodity
go
goes
up, and automatically when the people are supposed to go and stock, it's becoming expensive now to stock.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you now think those Pakistans are doing different? Why are they still running their own shop? Because they're also paying tax, right?
Because they are selling fake products mostly, so they get it cheaper, so they will be able to pay
Exactly, my brother.
tax easier.
Yeah.
And then secondly, most of them don't run a bank account like a South African would like to do. So automatically it
They
pays
will
to the
take
government.
cash.
These guys, they take cash mostly, and that's why they get robbed. Sometimes they have.
You know,
cash.
there was one guy who was staying like opposite where I used to stay in Letsani, one of the places in Soweto. That guy I used to take him to the bank, especially when he wants to go to the bank, because I traveled and once had a conversation about my traveling and him and me being in India because of also being in India, and he's coming from Bangladesh. So Bangladesh and India is almost the same.
Yeah, you will not know if they don't tell you that I'm from Bangladesh or from
Yes.
India.
So now I was telling him that, man, I've been to your country. Then we started to have a conversation until we know each other. So when he was going to transfer money, he was asking me to come with him to go to town. So now what he does is he transfer money to his currency first before. Now, if you check there's no tax there somehow.
Okay.
It's like me. I'm in South Africa. The South Africans supposed to tax me for money exchanging, isn't it right? I was once in Canada, my brother, in 2009. So in Canada, when you buy a pair of sneakers, let's say it's $40. Now when you buy it with $60, including tax. So including tax that goes to the country. So now if most of the Pakistan people, they get together, maybe you come with 1,000, you come with 2,000, 1,000, we go stock. We have similar stocks that we want to be brought to our shops. So now our government cannot tax each shop because they come and buy in bulk as one person.
Okay. Okay.
You see, they come to buy as one person, to come to make their stock as one person. So now when the what do they call the big shops, the outlet shops, they're supposed to tax. It's like they're taxing one person, but they're running 5 shops.
Okay.
So our country is not benefiting everything in them running their own business.
But there's something.
Also, while we're not earning anything while they run their business, they also selling fake stuff to our own people.
But there's something I want to say there, ne?
Yes.
Is if these people want to buy this market, right?
Uh-huh.
From the person they are buying it from, they're paying tax to that person. So that person you have to pay tax, right?
Yeah. Actually, in
But then,
Soweto.
sorry.
'Cause they're
if
stocking.
if someone does those fake things, like produces those fake things,
Uh-huh.
do you think it is taxable?
No, it's not. It's not taxable.
Yeah, I'm trying to ask him too, because you're making a point, or you were asking a question.
Actually, you know what they do sometimes?
I'm asking a question. Okay, you say it's not taxable.
Yeah, it's not taxable. They get taxed as one person. They say they go buy a one of the South African shops, big shops. They're gonna come and buy as one person. But when they go to sell, they sell as an individual. Out of one
Like
box,
5 different places.
yes. Out of one box, maybe they buy one box with 100 rand, and they get 400 rand out of one box because of this one is selling, having your own price in Mapetla, you having your own price in Zola, you having your own price in Mdeni. Now, if you're running a shop in our country, you're supposed to go make your own stock, and so that our country can be able to tax you as an individual.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay.
So if we go as a pair, now when we go there as a pair, we become one person when we go stock there. So it means they're gonna tax one
person for 2 stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So our country ends up not earning much from businesses from the people that come from outside of the country.
Yeah, I understand you, and I would have said in that kind of situation, I think maybe South Africans should just try to make use of that loophole for themselves too. I mean, South African citizens, not the government. We Nigerians always say that you guys should be thankful for what you got. You understand? You guys still complain about that government, right? Do you still prefer for us to be paying that government the 15% like this tax they are not even using to fix your stuff? Or are you better off copying this same business idea that these foreigners are doing, and you guys also go in bulk, buy something, and get taxed by one person so that it benefits you as a citizen instead of benefiting the government?
But
and we
now,
complain.
but now remember, look at this way. They go to I'll make an example with two shops, brand shops. We got the Tiger brand, and they have their own. You know, so they come and stock one box at the Tiger brand, and they make 5 of their own.
Okay, for the fakes, right? You're talking
you
about
understand?
fake.
Yeah, for the
oh,
fake.
yeah.
So now
that one is not.
So
a
now
good thing.
within a month or 3 weeks, they become big business people.
Yeah, I feel you.
Now
I feel you.
it looks like South African people, they don't have brains to think
No,
for themselves.
no, that doesn't make
You
any
understand?
sense. No.
You understand?
Okay,
And you
yeah.
are right. There is one.
It doesn't make any
there's
sense
one
what they are
show.
doing.
Exactly,
no, it
brother.
doesn't make any
Exactly.
sense.
There's one show, bro. I watched this show.
But if it's okay, yeah.
The same, you know, what is the name of this drink? This, it's a gin. That it has yellow by the
Straight on.
Gordon.
Gordons.
Gordons, yes.
Bruh, the same Gordons, ne? But thank God that the presenter of that show knows alcohol. Then he start bringing out the difference, so you will know this one is fake.
This
but
one
we
is-
are going to buy it and drinking it.
Especially that COVID period, bro.
Do you understand? So now it's like, actually, these people are killing us. Let's be
Now,
frank
brother,
here.
it's even worse. It's after COVID. What we talking about? It's after COVID now. You know where now? Remember, you started your own business during COVID. You're selling bottles. We thought you were selling original bottles. All to find out you are working with the Pakistan. You understand? They're also using some of us
Of course.
to
yeah.
benefit their own good.
Because if you understand where they are coming from, right, to the people, they think they are boycotting the government. You understand? Which, as a South African, you can't boycott the government. Which you have all your database. Government have all your database. You understand? So you wouldn't want SARS to come for you tomorrow. You want to do the right thing. Do you understand? So what these people are calling for is you doing the right thing, not doing the wrong thing.
Exactly.
And another thing is selling fake or expired products.
It's very bad.
That
very
one is
false.
the
It's
most.
very- it's very-
we condemn
like,
it.
It's very evil. There is one I saw. They
Evilness,
bring the coke
evilness.
out, bro. Why they are bringing that coke? You can see that this coke, even coke, will never say somebody should drink this. And our innocent kids will go there and
Of
go and
course.
buy it. You understand?
Even us could buy it for our kids.
For our
without
kids,
even
without
knowing.
even knowing.
Understand? So that's the thing that becomes the most at a disadvantage of foreigners in our country. Now imagine for a kid that doesn't know much about other countries, seeing a person from the other country doing the wrong thing in my country.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna start creating a word that they call xenophobia. You know, even to people that keep calling that word, it's like they're allowing a people to divide us, because it cannot be a brother fighting with another brother become a thing, my brother.
Yeah.
That's a family matter.
Yeah.
If a South African guy is fighting with a Nigerian guy, that's a family matter.
Yeah.
Why should we call a family matter as xenophobia?
Xenophobia. Like anybody that's watching right now, could you try to say xenophobia in your language? Do you have the word xenophobia in your language? I'm just talking
And
to
that
our,
is true.
Yeah.
because in
Yeah.
Yoruba we don't have, so in
don't
Zulu
have-
this word is not there. Why did these people bring this
Why
word?
did
Because
we exactly-
we never had it. We had water. You guys give us water. Like we have Omi. Yeah, you give water. We have car. Okay, car. You understand the picture? But
What is
this
xenophobia
you
in your
understand
language?
in your language.
Yeah, my
So
brother, we
if
used
from
to-
Kenya, from anywhere you're watching from, what is xenophobia in your language? Back
We
to
used
you.
we once in South Africa, we once had a kind of a dispute between the government people, the organizations. It was ANC, IFP, and the UTM and other organizations in '94 when this country got independence.
Yeah.
Its independence. So now we were fighting amongst ourselves. There was no way that was being called there. Why?
Oh yeah. True. I get
So
you
why
now.
now? So guys, if even you guys that are watching like right now, think proper. We cannot fight with your brother and have a word that you call it. Your mother or your father are supposed to come to bring you guys together and fix the matter. Not call it a xenophobia. Come on. Which African country are you living in?
That you have xenophobia.
That we have xenophobia. Because of in Africa we have zero phobia. We don't have phobia.
That's the key word. Xenophobia, ladies and gentlemen.
But then I want to ask you this thing. I heard about this mine thing. The police busted them and they were shooting.
Zamazama.
Yeah.
Zamazama,
Yeah.
The action thing.
So before you talk about that Zamazama thing, I want to ask this: those people who do those fake manufacturing of stuff that sells to people who take it to their shop and sell to final consumers. Those people are they also Pakistans or Nigerians or that, or do you think
Are they also
that would be
foreigners?
My
South
brother,
African-
we don't have
Recycle.
South Africans that does that. I'll
Okay.
be honest with you, my brother.
But then
We don't have.
All right.
We have South Africans that gave them allowance to do it, but we don't have South Africans that are doing that.
Yeah,
because we didn't have that before.
Yeah, that's
Like I'll go back as 1994, my brother. We didn't have such things. Oh, there's a Mazama thing, my brother. You know,
It's a mine, right?
yes, it's
The mine,
it's
what did
all
they
mine.
do?
Actually, those mines have been there in Soweto, in
abandoned
Kagiso.
mines. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Zamazama illegal minings. So those mines have been there in Soweto, my brother. Back as in from 99, back 94, 95, 96. Those mines were there, and they were already closed. They were no longer functioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now imagine after those 10 to 15 years, some of the Soweto people, they don't know if those mines are still working or not.
Okay.
So now let's go back and remember that people who work in the mine were people from all over Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they even have their own language. They call it Sfanagalo. That's their own language. Even if you're coming from whatever country you come from, when you get to mine, you'll speak Sfanagalo. There's no English that's needed there.
So you are actually saying now that it's someone who bring those foreigners to come and work in that mine. How do those foreigners come and be working in the mine?
My brother, from the bottom, when they started these mine workers, it used to be foreigners. Actually, people from all over the world, all over Africa. Botswana.
When it was legit.
When it was legit.
When it was, yes.
Who was employing them?
Of yours, it was the poor.
Okay.
By then,
Continue.
the
Like
white
the
people were
owner-
still owning much of the land. So now, remember, they were teaching. They used to have black supervisor, black management, where black people now are. We're also learning on how to
it on their own.
dig and on their own. Now, some of the people there, when the independence started to approach, some of the people that were working there, they started to move back to their countries, and then some of them they stayed, and they lost. Some of them they lose their jobs while they're still here in South Africa. You understand? So now you have 50 people that are working, that used to work in mines, that are no longer working in mines, are in their location.
Oh.
But and also find out those people, some of those people are foreigners, and some of them they have all the right to be in the country. So now what they do is the owner obviously has the database of the names of people that were working there throughout the years. So he go and call the ones that were fired in 1999 to come and teach 5 or 6 other young guys to go do Zamazama. The very same person that runs the very same mine. Because my brother has the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been in Soweto. I was born here in Soweto.
But excuse
I've
me.
never seen a kid that's ever went to play in mines. Even to go play, my guy. I'm talking about kids now. I've never seen a kid that went to play in the mine. We used to respect very
The
too
way
much.
mine is, yeah.
We know that anything that is to do with mines is dangerous.
Yeah.
So who come and teach us is people from outside. Now, who brought them?
You know, that's illegal mining, eh? There is something me I don't understand is how do they have a guts to be shooting back at the police? Like, what do they have to hide? Is there not somebody?
Then
I don't know. I don't want to teach. I'm not the type who teach the government what to do. All I'm just asking is, who are those people selling those illegal mining to?
Yeah.
Who is behind it? Why government is not?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask Mr. Kiso. Like you mentioned earlier, like most of the people that were working there back then when it was still nice, everything was still nice, were Botswanas, Mozambicans and stuff like that. And who, like what I'm asking now, who employed those people? Was it is a foreigner as well? Or
No,
like you said, the
obvious.
owners of the fine, are they South Africans or
Why?
foreigners? Yeah.
No, my brother, we don't have white South Africans, but we have now. But we don't have original white.
Okay, so what you're
so it means even them were not South Africans.
I was thinking maybe I didn't know you were talking about white. I was thinking we were talking about the black race foreigners alone. Now I understand what you mean by that. Okay, so yeah, we can go ahead. So it's South Africans, white South Africans that were in charge of these mines are the ones who are bringing foreigners. At the end of the day,
Are the ones that give those people who work up. Remember, my brother, if you in your country, you can dig mine and you can work in the mine. And you're in your country, you know a white person who owns the money in South Africa, who knows how the passage or ways to get in on the other side of the mine. We don't know anything about mines, my brother. If you go to Soweto, it's only our fathers that knows much about mining and other young kids that are growing now who are doing very well in terms of working in the mines. But back then, we didn't know anything about mines. We used to know that that's the most hardest labor.
Okay, let's come out from the mining parts now. Let's go to this one. There is this one I want to ask. You see when you are going, like all those houses, like those konkolo, like shack houses.
Yeah.
Who are those people? Like they just see a land, they go there and they start staying there.
how does that start?
Are they South Africans, right? Those people are they are South Africans, right?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Most of the people that takes the land are South Africans.
Oh,
That builds shacks. Actually, you know what happens? You'll find that back then the land was belonging to black people. Now, because of we didn't have much thing to do to the land, white people used to come and claim the land, and claim the piece of land. Now, when you grow up, you growing up as knowing that that's a Boer's land. I'm not supposed to be there. So now, when you grow up, we're starting to have mixed kind of information that I know this land belongs to black people, this land belongs to whoever. Now we have big people that like Julius Malema who are come and say go and build that because of there's no one who owns that land. So now imagine you wanted to build a house. So in order for you to keep the land, you must build what? A shack. So you can show others that this is my piece.
I've taken
So
this
I've
already.
taken this piece
Marked
already
it.
until the development comes. Actually, they're supposed to after you've built your own shack, the government is supposed to come and monitor that and
Eventually making an housing estate for you guys,
and
yeah.
create a proper
housing
infrastructure.
unit, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Like in Alex.
Like in Alex,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So now the shack was only to say this is my place,
Okay.
to show
To mark your territory.
to mark your territory.
Okay. I get that part now. You understand? Because before I was thinking maybe those people are like those illegal immigrants who just come and put their distance
No,
and
no,
they
no,
start
no,
staying
no,
there.
There's
It's
nobody
not-
that
no,
can
it's
do
not.
that in
Okay.
South Africa.
So now let's go to this incident that happened in Johannesburg, right?
The building of the
The
one-
building,
the
yeah.
building, yeah.
The first time when the incident happened, every political party, so it's not only the reigning one, every political party that comes there blame the place on illegal foreigner, right? Now, when they were asking those people who survived the fire, they said they are paying rent in that place.
Uh-huh.
Do you think they
They are paying
hijacked
that
that
rent.
place?
Yeah, do you think
Or
they pay that rent
who are they?
foreigner?
Yeah, who are they? Are they paying the rent to the
To
foreigner?
the foreigner?
My guy.
course not.
Actually, both people. It goes both ways. The foreigner and the South African person.
You see.
You understand? Now, those buildings, they used to be owned. They used to be run by big people, people who've got money or whoever, or the government used to run the building. Now, once the building it's not being used, the guys who are smoking in Nyaupe will come and steal the cables. So some of the people, you'll just take a responsibility of taking care of that building. You say, no one will come and vandalize this building or look after this building.
I'll take care of
So now automatically there's no one who come and claim this is my building and stuff. Then you start to run it. That's how this building were taken. Now, by most of the Nigerians, they used to take those buildings. You know how? Because they had money to fix the electricity or to fix the toilets.
So you're actually telling
So
me
now it's been 10. Imagine you saw a building with a South African guy that has been not taken care of, that everyone is just misusing it. Now, some of the people, they come and maybe want to utilize one room. Now end up wanting to own the whole flat, by fixing the electricity and making other people pay the rent.
So Nigeria
Because
actually
the owner of the building no one is coming out.
somebody can't just come from Nigeria, right? And just see
A building and
a
just
building and just go and get
decide to
it.
take it. No.
You understand? I'll give you an example. There was a time I was looking for one of my car. They shall park it inside one abandoned house like that. You get. So I meet one Nigerian guy there. I think it was me and Virus, right? Then he said that house is hijacked building. They are not paying this thing or anything. But there are South African people who took the place, then rent to those ones. You get. So when those ones now find out that it's a hijacked building, they don't pay rent to those South African girls anymore.
Guys or girls?
Girls, I think they are girls who took it, or if it's guys, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
You
I
understand?
understand what you're
So there
saying.
is South
There's
Africa.
there's always a South Africa. There's always an indigenous person it's not
That's
only South
involved.
Africa. In Nigeria, if there's any South African that's found maybe with Boko Haram or maybe with kidnappers, of course it's because some Nigerians welcomed him into that place, or they gave him an enabling environment. You understand? You
Now-
cannot just okay.
Now it becomes so confusing, my brother, when it comes to now a sense of how we were all grown up. I've been to Nigeria. I've seen how Nigerians respect each other and how they respect elders and how they respect their law. I've seen that. You understand? So now, me as a South African, I'll never say they're taking an advantage of our own country. We make them take an advantage. Remember now, we used to have policies that were not speaking English, and find one guy who's gonna be a middle guy. Actually, in every business of it's other drugs and everything, a bad business, there's always a middle guy who's taking.
Exactly what I'm trying to say. Exactly,
You know,
get my
story
point
from
now.
this side to that side.
You
Story from that side.
understand?
Even the person who was not corrupt, the middle person is gonna make them corrupt. You understand? And if you see the rate of the rand now, the rate of the petrol is going up.
Petrol has gone up.
You know, for me as a South African, what does it say to me? The crime is also going up. You understand? Imagine if I find that a petrol is expensive to me, and you find a foreigner, a Pakistan who runs a shop in Soweto who doesn't find a petrol that expensive. You understand? Because it's because of what? They're making easy money. Because they're selling fake stuff. They just go and stock five original stuff and 15 fake stuff.
And they will sell
so
it
they're
in
making
the
life
price
easy.
of the original.
Life becomes easy for them here in South Africa. Now we're becoming South African guys. They become like guys who don't want to think like proper, or who don't want to wake up and stand up for themselves. You know. But if for someone who's getting a stuff cheaper and sell them in numbers, of course you're gonna get more richer.
If a South African go and stock original, they will sell it in a normal price. These people are stocking the one that is not original. They will sell it cheaper, and people will go to them.
Exactly, man. Actually, that's the problem we're facing right now.
So let me ask you this question. Earlier you mentioned talking about drugs is not only Nigerians who deal with drugs in South Africa and all that. There are Congolese, other national, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, why do you think there's that stigma about Nigerian? Of course, you've been to Nigeria before, like 4 times. Why is that stigma on Nigerian? Like, why is it that when you see an average Nigerian, you judge him with doing drugs and stuff?
Yeah,
When there are other people who do it.
Me, according to the way I see, man, I'll be honest. Nigerians has good confidence, self-confidence.
Yeah.
You know, and we as South Africans, some of us actually, not all South Africans, some of us are find it very hard to understand Nigerians. You understand? So if I may go with you in my location and then one guy is trying to touch you and you go stronger to them, my guy, trust me, they'll believe you are dealing with drugs. You're untouchable. You know, and there's also that culture differences that we have in terms of self-confidence, my brother. I'll be honest. We as South Africans, if like I'm making an example, if I may take, but it's only back then. Also, even now, South Africans are
I'll give you a very good example. Remember, you told me that those mines were there back in those days.
Yes.
There was nothing stopping South Africans from going there to work, but you guys thought it was hard labor.
Exactly.
Then you didn't take the opportunity.
and
foreigners don't care.
Not only hard labor. Also, remember, you need to have some kind of a certificate or qualification.
I don't think so. Those
To work in the
Zama
mine.
guys that don't even know how to speak, so nothing. Those ones that are digging those things really.
My guy. Now,
have
the example I'm
qualifications like
making,
that.
the example I'm making is people who are staying next to those mines, like 1 kilometers away from that mine. They've never went there inside.
Yeah, I get
Because
you.
it's
That's
not
true.
illegal.
That's what
It's
I'm trying
not-
to
it's-
say. Like
we were taught
That's
that-
why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like South Africans should grow out of that kind of something. Like you should be curious. Like curiosity kills the cat, or whatever the curiosity is. You're kind of living 1 mile from the mine and knowing nothing. There's no Nigeria. If there's a mine in my area, I want to know what's going on there. I want to make money from there instead of avoiding it and leaving it to these foreigners.
Now, in a sense of building a nation, we better all do something that's going to benefit everyone, not something that's going to benefit an individual.
Only one person.
So if you say, if you say I'm staying a kilometer away from the mines, why I didn't go there? It's because of it. I know for the fact that South Africa is benefiting out of mine.
Yeah.
So why should I go as individual and get myself
Involved? Of course
and still
you
go
should.
there? It's illegal, my brother. Can I say something? I grew up knowing that there's nothing of what people that I can touch at any time.
You see, that's what. It's just why
My
I'm saying.
guy.
We're not saying the same thing.
Yes.
That's
So
what I'm
now,
saying.
so
South
now
Africa
the
should do
mine,
more
the mine. I
than that.
was. Yes, I could have. Even the law man was not allowing me to
You
get
could have
even close
walked
to
there.
it.
You could have done nothing.
And you have ID, you have everything for
I have
government to
it.
trace you.
Remember, guys, we're talking about the mines that are no longer working, but yet people are finding what gold there.
Gold there.
It means we were taught that there's nothing anymore there.
Yeah,
So
you
why
see
should
what
I
I'm
go
saying?
and shit there? my
You
guy?
see what? That's what I'm. This is
Because
why you
if
should.
I go there, it's
if
danger.
you keep doing that, that's why
So
you
now
keep
the very same
losing.
person,
As
the
a
very same
Nigerian, we
person
will stand up to
who
go
said
see.
that to us. It's the very same people that are coming back and taking. You go.
I'll even give you a 21st century example. We mentioned when we started this podcast that you guys have one of the best education in Africa. But I can promise you, okay, I'm a man, right? Obviously, I will have more female friends.
But that education
I have
comes with
many
price.
female South Africans that
It comes with price,
they
my
don't even
brother.
take
For a South African,
advantage
it comes with
of
price.
that their education. I can promise you that no matter how much a South African want to pay, they cannot pay as much as an international student. The international students will pay more, right? So why you not taking advantage of your education system? It's right there. People are coming from other countries to go to your
Okay,
school.
yes. Can
But
I say-
you see a lot of
Yeah.
girls, because I relate with girls more.
Yeah.
They don't even want to go. 21, 22, they don't want to even go to school anymore.
My brother,
and
can
the
I
school
say-
is there.
Can I say something?
In few years' time, they will say it was foreigners that took over the school. I
Can I say
promise you.
something, my brother? You are from Nigeria, isn't
Yes,
it? And you are here for what?
Business.
Guinea Patrol.
Thank you, my guy. It means you are here to make money and go. So me, I'm here to make money and
stay.
maintain my life here. So obviously, one of us is going to profit, one of us is going to be slow on profit. Now I'm staying in the country. I'm supposed to take care of the land. You are just here to come and work, and you leave the land like that. I come and clean after that land. My time of me achieving and doing other things has been taken by me cleaning that land that you just left.
Do you know what is funny?
just
If you were making use of that land before that Nigerian came, if you are taking the opportunity, like going to that mine, like if you are taking the opportunity
Yeah.
on doing something on that land, even planting cucumber or planting lettuce,
Yeah.
a foreigner will not come and take that land and use it and come and leave it for you to be spoiled.
My
It's
guy-
because you are bad, you will not take opportunity of something that is for you. I'm giving you a good example. The mines was there in those days. I'm giving you an example of these days now. Me and you, all of us here, we can count on our hands 10 friends that like we know that are South Africans that don't really care about, they are not making use of even matric.
Actually, you know, my
understand what I'm
brother.
saying?
Actually, you know, my
Because
brother.
this year-
As I've said earlier on when we started the conversation, that I'm coming from KwaZulu Natal, a province called KZN.
Yeah.
Now, Johannesburg is the urban city. It's hard to create something here. Even
The structure is already there.
the nature doesn't allow us to create anything like food, to have your own garden, to have your own. But we have people. We have places like KZN where I can take you at my own house. You'll see we've got vegetables, we've got things.
Good
We've got
job. So I
everything.
cannot go there now and take
So
that
now,
land.
so
It's
now,
not possible.
the place that has been
Has been suffocated.
by many foreigners.
By foreigners.
It's mostly Johannesburg and Pretoria.
Okay. But I
And
want to say
Cape Town.
something.
But if you go out, there's no one who's complaining about
what I can say
Nigerians.
to you that in that place
And
that
you
you are
won't find
saying,
much of the Nigerians in
those areas.
In those areas.
yes. But what I can tell you is that in those areas, yeah, before any foreigner got there, it was South Africans that were there.
Yeah.
You understand the picture?
Yeah,
And there were those things there, and nobody wants to take advantage. For example, even the house that you are talking about, maybe those girls just left it because nobody cares. In Nigeria, those guys will still pay money, even if you know that the place was abandoned.
Because we
you know
were
what I'm
taught.
saying? It's like
It's because we were taught
That's-
that. My
exactly,
guy, listen,
that's why I'm saying that
it's because
now.
we were taught.
Exactly.
And not in a nice way, my brother.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Some
South Africans
Africans were
should
not
grow out of that.
taught in a good way,
Can-
my
can
brother.
I-
We're
can-
taught in a very harsh way. If you've seen the videos of the apartheid, there's nothing that will ever smile off.
Yeah, it's bad.
when you
I
watch
know,
those things.
I know, and I'm
So
sorry
you
about
imagine
that.
you
I'm saying
to
it's bad.
if you see someone being given to the dogs, would you wish to be yourself there?
Of course, no. But we now,
So
let's-
automatically your mind is gonna change, and
That's
as
exactly
you
what
grow
I
your,
was-
your
I
your
understand
brain-
that.
My guy, I wanted to buy land in the KZN, where my guy can take you. There's not even one house, like huge, tons and tons and tons and of land. There's no one who's using that land. But if you go and inquire that you want to do something with that land, you're gonna have so many stories.
Okay,
my
can a foreigner now go
Like
there
my
and do
guy,
something? Can a
seven-
foreigner go there and do something?
Now, most of the foreigners, they use money, my brother. Remember, I asked you.
Who are they gonna pay that money to?
Wait, my guy. Remember when we started there, I asked you, what are you here for? You said business.
Yeah.
So you're making more money. Me, I'm not making more money. I can have money, but my money has to do many things here.
I get it.
Your money has to, you can have many money, but most of it goes to your investment.
Yeah.
And your investment back home may go well.
Yeah.
But for me here, it is my home. It may not go very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Because of-
understand. But that money that I'm going to pay, am I paying it to a foreigner as well? In that case, then land. If I go there now and I want a land, okay, like
Yeah.
they gave you problem from getting that land.
Yeah.
But me now I got money. I want to go there. Who am I going to pay that money to?
You're going to have a guy.
Who am I going to pay? Who's going to be the end receiver of that money? Is it a foreigner or South African?
No, South African, obvious.
Thank you very much.
The corrupt South African is obviously.
You see where we are taking responsibilities now.
You know-
If that's South Africa can take responsibility by giving a South African the land, a foreigner will not come with a lot of money. It starts from that guy. It's not a
That's so
foreigner.
true, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You know, from my side, there, that's the root of their problem.
Yeah.
That's why they are fighting for it. Let me tell you this, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. If I want to attract a foreigner that will come to my country, even me, let's say I build a country now. I want to attract foreigners to come to that country. I want people who is coming to add value.
First,
Do you understand? People who are coming to add value to my economy, not people who are coming to shrink my economy. So, me, I believe that what they are saying is let's attract good people. Do you understand? Let good people who have a better intention to come to the country.
Yes.
You are not adding any value to the country. Okay, let me give you one example, right? There was a time that people were fighting and they were killing each other. The time they were killing each other, there is a South African child around that premises that witnessed that killing of a teen, right? Do you know that child will have that trauma till he grow old? Do you understand what I'm saying? Now knowing that a foreigner is the one who do that in my country, do you understand? How would I take it in a normal way? Do you think I would just say, oh, let's deal with it in a normal way? Or, bro, I will not also be happy with you because
course I
as a
understand.
visitor, I expect you to come to my house and be a good person.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
As a smart father that you are, you would fight with that guy. You will not go around and be condemning all Nigerians.
Wait.
That's why we have to draw the line. That
Wait.
guy is just the bad person.
Okay,
It's
wait.
not like the old Nigerians are now bad.
Okay,
people.
wait. This is what I want us
When
to
was the last
get.
time you stabbed somebody?
Wait, this is what I want us to get, right? You see, cash in transit is being done most of the time by South Africans, right?
Yeah.
And you don't really see it as a big deal.
You see,
And it is a big deal.
enabling
understand?
an environment. You are
Wait,
creating an
guys.
enabling
Let's
environment. Keep going.
talk. Let's dialogue, right? As a South African, they don't really see that cash in transit as a big deal. Because if those guys are successful, they're successful. If police catch them, they catch them, right? Because they are what? They are South Africans. They don't see it as a big deal, right? A foreigner, right?
Yeah.
Go and hijack a car that is carrying money. And me as a citizen, I don't even want to go and do that, right? And the foreigner go and do it. Do you expect me to now be okay with the rest of... Okay, let's look at it this way. Sokatola was doing a show. Honest truth. 90% of the people that were arrested on that show are Nigerians. There are South African kids who are watching that show. Do you understand? There are South African kids who they will come back from home, they see their mom watching it. Mommy, what is that? It's the Nigerian that they arrest on the show. Didn't they arrest them?
Can I please answer that? Is it possible for me to just answer that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you an example. The reason why it is 90% Nigerians, I'll tell you why. Personally, I have a lot of South Africans that sell, like I know a lot, and other people that are foreigners as well. But remember, Sikotola is working on information. It is easier for them to sell out a Nigerian for selling drug for Sekou to go to his house than to point out a South African that is selling drug for Sekou to go to his house. That is why you are going to find 90% of Nigeria. First of all, there's this stigma already that the Nigerian is selling drug.
Yeah.
So your neighbor is already watching everything that you are doing. He will not do that to the South African. That is already profiling. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's already profiling. So it will be if the police start to check, they will check Nigeria. They will start to find Nigeria. So that is why they have that high number.
Okay. So actually, I would say before I comment anything about this topic, what I would say is, if you're a foreigner in South Africa and you are doing anything whatsoever that is affecting the country negatively, God will punish you because you can't be in the country that you come for a greener pasture. You see that the things are good, you think the roads are good, you're having good air care, and you feel like you want to spoil it. God will judge you. To the end is love. I think if you see your brother with love, if you see somebody before your first, the thing that comes to your perception towards the person is not, this one is like, you see them with love, just the way women see some Nigerian guys and see them with love and all that. I think there will be unity and we'll go further. But then thanks to you guys for joining us on this episode. We hope you enjoyed, and of course, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, until we'll catch you another time. ZFG for life.
I'm never gonna say goodbye, bye, bye.